Chelsea
Talking
just
about
don't have a
Sean
good
Butler,
history.
right? Talking about Sean Butler, the last time I watched one of his shows, right, he was like, we should sign Emmanuel Dennis. He had his stats spreadsheet out. He's like, we need to sign Emmanuel Dennis. He's a game changer because he scored 9 goals for Watford. And then Nottingham Forest couldn't score for 6 months, released playing fucking God knows where. That's the last time I watched one of his channels. He's just a fraud. The guy's as fraudulent as Daniel Levy. I don't care about calling people out now. I don't have a YouTube channel. And I tell you what, this guy here wiped the fucking floor with Sean Butler. Dan absolutely wiped the floor. He was stuttering. He didn't know what to fucking say. And that's the first time he met Dan. And he refuses to come on shows. So you talk about your Emmanuel Dennis, great Emmanuel Dennis striker. He was the next striker we should have signed, Emmanuel Dennis. And this great talker. Can't drink without fucking 3 swigs on his vodka either. The guy's that fucking alcoholic. He can't do a stream without drinking. So come back to me when Sean's got the bottle. No pun intended. To get on a show with Stel. Because he's got no bottle. He ain't got a bottle to
He won't do it. He won't do it. He'll give you every excuse.
All these Butler fans.
Absolute coward.
He's a pussy. He's a pussy. So, and he's a liar. He's a pussy. He's a liar. And all he talks about is finance.
He's a coward.
He's Levy's best man. He's Levy's best man.
Do you know why Dan wiped the floor clean with him? Is it that Dan show did ages ago you're talking about?
It was when he let him come on in the chat. You put the stream in the chat, remember? And you let him come on.
No, Tom's on about the one where I did debate with him on Alan's show, where he was trying to.
Do you know
watch that show? Watch that show just for that. It was brilliant.
Dan, do you know why? Because you spoke from the perspective of a fan. He spoke from the perspective of an emotionless corporate banker. That's the difference. That was the difference. And you know something? If you're an investor, great. But if you're a fan and you're emotionally invested, that's why you crushed him. Because 90% of fans are emotionally invested.
And that channel that were speaking about you, I've just repeated themselves for the last decade. So anyway, moving on.
Hey, rent free, dude. Honestly, mate, rent free. I sat there. I'm
365-day stay in his head. You've got.
Honest to God, mate, I got so much change burning a hole in my pocket because I ain't got to pay rent anywhere. It's such a beautiful thing. Oh. And thank you to the 200 people that came over and pressed the subscribe button as a consequence of that poison, you know. But shout out, appreciate it. Keep doing your thing. Stay toxic.
Stay toxic and keep.
The one I just quickly call out. One guy says, "Who is it?" Says the guy who wanted Emmanuel Dennis. No, him. That's the second thing I was going to say. You don't want to be proven wrong. You want to be right because you're more attached. Your ego is more attached to being right because it's better for your personal brand. That's why I have absolutely zero respect. The square root of zero respect for people that go after that narrative, because your ego and your brand are completely attached to Tottenham's failure because it gives you a chance to be right. So I don't in any way, shape or form believe that you want to be proven wrong. I believe that people that go to that part of the world, go to that channel, that sycophant, that absolute burk of a human being, want to they want us to fail because that gives them more currency. It's a terrible way to approach being a fan of a football club, because you get to celebrate. You think you get to celebrate both sides of the coin. If Tottenham win, you get to celebrate your club. If Tottenham lose, you get to celebrate your opinion. But ultimately, you really want Tottenham to lose, so it gives you more credibility, more currency to grow your thing. It's a awful energy. That's why I don't subscribe to it. So Bobo the Clown, that Tommy Talks bollocks, who came on, he gave up his channel because he couldn't stand the fact that he couldn't get past about 1,000 subscribers, walked away. And then he came on last night for he came on for like a reunion gig because he heard everyone was calling out Sean Butler. And one of the things he said was that I was saying we should sign Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis is some superstar. Never heard such absolute waffle in my life. What I actually said, just to clear the air and stop that guy. That guy's shoulders are thinner than his head. He looks like a Chubba Chubb's lollipop for what it's worth. Right? That guy said
he looks like a pogo upside down.
100%, mate. The strangest looking bloke I've ever seen in my life, because he has played for a worse team than Everton in Watford and scored more goals than open play. I wasn't advocating the signing of Emmanuel Dennis, you donut. I was saying that if you're going to go and waste money on a donut like Richarlison, you might as well go and waste a fraction of the money on another donut like Emmanuel Dennis. Like I say, looks like an upside down pyramid with that head and shoulders ratio. It's just odd. But keep doing you, Tommy. Keep doing you.